Hi, I'm Linda from Barlates Body Blitz. Welcome to mat workout, loop and sculpt. For today's workout, all you will need is an exercise mat and a resistance loop for some of the exercises. If you don't have a loop, you can either use a Pilates band and tie it into a loop. Just make sure the knot is really secure and it's approximately that big so that it fits around your thighs and gives you a good amount of resistance. Or you can do the entire workout without. Maybe if you want to intensify further, use some ankle weights. You can definitely do that for a lot of the exercises. We're going to get straight into it with some compound moves using planks, using glute raises, and all sorts of interesting combinations. So make sure that you have a towel and water handy because we're going to go all the way through. There's not going to be a traditional warm-up as such, so the first exercise will act as a warm-up. If you're in a particularly cold climate, make sure that you warm up a little bit more and come back when you're ready. So we won't need the loop straight away, so I'll just get you to put that off to the side and then come into a plank position where your arms are lined up underneath your shoulders, your feet are approximately shoulder width apart, and then we're going to come back almost like a down dog. We're going to start with the front leg, bring it up, then come to the front and place it down by your hand. Then I want you to open out and reach up, and then come back down, bring it up. Now place it to the inside of the other hand and open out to the back. So we're opening out to the front and the back. So that's the exercise. It's front, up, down. Squeeze your glute, front, up, down. So you're squeezing in a down dog glute raise, coming to the front. All the weight is in the heel. You're reaching up, stretching your arm, and then coming in between your arms with that foot and stretching to the back. Try to keep your tummy pulled in. It's up, front, back. If this isn't working for you because you don't have flexibility to go all the way through with your leg like this, you can use some yoga blocks or even use some dumbbells up on their ends, or even just some hexagon dumbbells if you have them, and use those to raise you up a little bit. You can come up on your fingertips slightly if you prefer to do that, and just take it at your own pace. If I'm going too fast, then just slow it down. Now we're going to add on to this. So we're going to come forward, reach up, come down, lift the back leg, then go forward to the outside, reach up, come down, lift the back leg. So you're going to have to transfer your weight here. It's forward, reach, down, and glute raise. Make sure you get this glute raise here. Forward, reach, down, and glute raise the back leg. So the angles here are all different, and you're going to have to transfer your weight accordingly. Okay, so don't fall over. Move your arms around if you need to, so that here especially, you can lift up without falling down. A few more like this. Remember to keep your tummies in and look down at the mat as much as possible once you have the move, so that you've got nice alignment from your neck all the way down to your tailbone and up. Let's go for a few more like this. Really take advantage of the stretch element of this exercise. And it's up and it's forward. Stretch all the way up and raise it. Keep going. Tummies are in, up, and raise. Your arms are nice and straight the entire time. Let's go for 2 more sets. It's up, it's forward, it's reach, it's raise, it's up, forward, reach, raise. 1 more set. It's up, it's forward, it's reach, it's raise. And last time on this side, and raise. Awesome job. So now we're going to the other side. I'm just going to change so you can see my leg better, but you can stay on the same side. So take advantage of the down dog. Every time you come back, stretch your armpits towards the mat. Keep your arms really nice and straight, and your legs as straight as you can with your heel as close to the mat as you can. So we're going to start just simply coming up, planting, reaching, up, in between, and reach to the back. Really trying to stretch every part of the body as you are coming into that down dog, and then focusing on perfect form, perfect alignment, perfect weight transfer each time to the back. You can look up at your arm, up. That's going to twist through the spine as well, and back. Point your toe, lengthen that leg. Squeeze your glute at the top. It's very important. You want to be squeezing here. So it's always outside of the hand and then in between. It's a runner's lunge, so the back leg stays straight. Let's do 2 more, and then we're going to add in those raises. It's up, front, up. Last time into the middle. Middle. Okay, start now. So it's raise, front, up. Now, back leg raise. Come back, go to the middle, turn to the back, and raise it up. So as I'm raising up, my weight is in the heel of this front leg. Raise it. It's up, front, and you're falling forward onto that heel. Up, raise it. Really high, through, up, raise. Tummies are in, arms are always straight here, okay? Up, squeeze, arm, raise. Really feeling that nice dynamic stretching motion in arms and legs. Up, raise. Come on, a few more like this. Then we'll move on to some more targeted work. Up, raise. Let's do 3 more. Front, raise. Every time you raise the leg, make sure you're looking down at the mat and your hips are facing down. This is 2, and raise. Try to put both your hands on the mat as you raise up. This is the last set. Raise, and up, in, back, raise. Nice job. Okay, come back into child's pose for a second. Stretch that out, breathe in, roll through the wrists. If all those exercises are a bit hard on the wrists, definitely try and use some weights to elevate you. It changes the positioning of your wrist and it will help you to get stronger, okay? All right, so now we're going back to the first side. We're going to do an interesting move here, starting in a tabletop position. I'm going to show you from various angles. So we're going to come up. So it's just like a glute raise, up. Then as we come forward, we're going to transfer our weight onto our fingertips and bring our toe in front of our body, directly in front. So it's going to be up to front, up to front. It's going to be controlled. And what I want you to come down almost into a push-up and then come up on your fingertips and try to just tap that toe down really lightly so that all of your stability is coming from the back leg and your core. It's up and front. It's up and front. So come up and really just use those fingertips. If you want to try and come up and not use that bottom hand, you can try and do that. But using the bottom hand actually causes you to crouch more and use your abs a little bit more. So it's not a bad thing to have those fingertips on the ground. Once again, if this is not your thing, use a yoga block underneath the back hand. Come down and up. I want you to squeeze your abs here. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, stay down, leave your leg up, your toes on an angle, and just come up, up, up. So I'm down in my chest, and I'm just doing those angle glute raises that you see me do a lot. I love turning my hip out like this. Feels really great. Loading weight in my arms and really trying to keep that contraction in the glute the entire time. Feeling my supporting glute as well. Tummies are in, arms are strong. Squeeze up, 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 up. Poke it high. Keep going. A few more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come around to the front. I'm just going to change so you can see. See, my foot is just there and I've got my fingertips. I'm going to hunch forward and come up, 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 up. So I'm bringing my knee towards my armpit and then just tapping my toe down very gently, and I'm forward. So my body is like in a C curve. My chest is forward. I have got a curve in my spine here, which I don't usually do, but in this exercise, it's more effective to do that. Up, 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 up. Are you feeling this yet? So if you can't do this, stay up here, okay? Maybe have a chair or something handy to hold on to. Otherwise, stay down here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're staying on this side. Grab your loop. So in the process of setting up the next exercise, my loop decided to snap because I have obviously extended it too much. So I got my Pilates band and I tied a knot in it, and that's what I'm going to use. Put the band, first of all, just above your knees. Flatten it out as much as you can, but it doesn't really matter too much. Then the front leg, put it around your ankle. Okay, so it's behind, just above the knee of the back leg and around the ankle of the front leg. Then sit in a Z position where your belly button is lined up with your knee and your leg is quite far back. Now I've tied this loop way too tight, so my legs are going to be a little bit closer together, so I'm just going to bring my foot in closer to my back knee. But if it's a loop that is not very tight, then you can separate your legs and make it harder. Slightly lean to the right, tummies in, shoulders are down and back, and let's just start with some back pretzel raises. So this is called a pretzel position just because it's kind of twisted, but the main point is that you're anchoring the front leg and you are lifting with the back leg and making sure your outer thigh is staying up to the ceiling, and you're trying to keep it in line with your hip or even behind your hip, okay? Slightly lean forward, tummy's in, back is straight, shoulders are relaxed, and you're just going up and down, tapping down each time, but not resting. Up and up. A few more like this. So you're going to feel it in your outer glute, outer hip pocket here, almost straight away. And then what we're going to do is start pushing to the back, and that's when you're really going to feel it. So at the moment my toe is pointed. You can point or flex, doesn't really matter. And we're going to go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep it up, flex your foot and push to the back. Depending on how tight your loop is, This might be a very small motion, if it's like mine, or if it's loose, then go as far back as you possibly can. You're trying to anchor the front foot so that it doesn't move at all, and you're just pushing against that band. You're keeping your leg up, and once again, you're starting at that center line and pushing back from there. You're not going like this, okay? Try to stay back, controlled. If this is too much for your obliques there, you can come down here. That's going to take your abs out of it a lot more and make it a lot easier. But if you want to work your entire body, then stay up here, hold your tummy in, and squeeze this whole muffin top area. We'll go for a few more like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to set down the back leg, anchor the back, and pick up the front. And all we're going to do is push to the front slightly with that bent leg. So you're keeping up off the mat, and you're just kind of staying in line with your belly button here, and then pressing against that loop. Trying to stay upright, hold your tummy in, push, 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 push. It might seem like an awkward angle, but we really want to work our body from all different angles. So this is just another way of getting into especially your quads. Are you feeling your quads? A few more like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to keep our leg in that L shape, and we're just going to raise up and down, up and down. So you're still anchoring your back leg, and now you're keeping tension on that loop and raising up and down, up and down. Your knee is probably going to come slightly higher than your foot. Unless you come down here, then you might be able to pick them both up in one unit a little bit more easily. You might even feel your inner thigh a bit more if you do this. So depending on what you want to work, if you want to work inner thigh more, stay down here. If you want to work your obliques a bit more, stay up here. Up and down, up and down. Make sure you anchor this back leg, however you have to do it. A few more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tiny break. Now what we're going to do is just combine it for a few. We're going to press to the back and extend to the front, okay? So stay upright. So we're going to go back, put that down, front, push back, extend front, back, front, back, front. You can lean your body slightly here, and we're just doing a few of these. So pointed toe at the front, flexed foot at the back, front, back, front. Just a few more, then we're moving to the other side. Back, front, back, front. All the way back, all the way front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I lied, just before we're going to move to the front. I lied, just before we move to the other side, we're going to do some abs, okay? So what I want you to do is put both sides back above your knees. Then come down onto your back and angle your legs to the front, but keep your chest to the ceiling. We're going to open this top leg, just anchor our foot down however you want, on the toe, on the side of the foot, and we're going to start bringing that in and bringing our upper body to meet the knee. The key here is that you keep that leg angled, and you're trying to push against your loop to create more resistance there. So it's up and in, up and in. So you're trying to keep your body, your upper body, directly going up and down towards the ceiling, and it's only that top leg that's angling to the side. And in, and in. So hold your belly button into your spine, and you should really be feeling that now. Don't pull on your neck, just a light grip with your fingertips. A few more. In. In. Go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hold your upper body up, straighten your leg and just pulse in with a straight leg. On that angle, hold up, so you should be feeling your abs here. And that leg is just coming in towards the shoulder. The tension is against that band. If you're not feeling enough tension, move your bottom leg away more and pull in, 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 in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Roll it up, take your loop off, and we're going to the other side. So we're starting off with those push-up, angled tabletop raises, and then coming in front with that knee. Do you remember those? So start in a nice tabletop position, push out of your shoulders, come up, and so you're coming down with your upper body as you come up with that leg. Then you're going to transfer in front, come up on the tippy of your fingers there and on your tippy toe there. So it's down, fingertips and toes, and try to get your leg in line with you there. And up, all the way up. So you're crunching your chest forward, making that C curve. And you should be feeling your back arm, your supporting leg. Everything is helping to stabilize you. And as you bring that leg up, squeeze that glute. It's on an angle. Okay, so it's up and to the back. Up and to the back. And remember, if you want to come all the way up, then you can come like this. But that actually uses more momentum and you kind of feel your abs a little bit less. So I like to stay down here and just tap my toe. Blow the air out as you tap. A few more like this. Up. Up. Really squeeze the glutes. 5. Come low in that push-up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come back, stay low in the push-up, angle that foot and up, up. Poke it to the ceiling. Open up through the hips, squeeze that glute, and angle that foot slightly towards the back corner, keeping the contraction at all times. Once you see it, look down at your mat, load the weight in your arms, and just push up. Just push up. Keep going. Breathe through it. Squeeze, squeeze. This is a good one to wear ankle weights with if you want to intensify. A few more like this. Up and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now come to the front. Keep your fingertips down and just start raising up and up, up and up. Just pick up that toe. Keep that chest towards the front, and you're just blowing out every time the knee comes up. It's not a big move, it's a little move, and you're really just trying to keep everything else still except for that leg. Come on, a few more, and then we're going to that pretzel. Up, up, 8, 7, 6, remember, 5, you can be up here, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Really quick child's pose, and then we're switching sides. 1 deep breath. Okay, grab your loop, and once again, let's put it on just above the knees. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then bring your bottom leg and put it around the ankle and leave it around just above the knee on your back leg. Then sit in that Z position where you're lining up your knee with your belly button, and then depending on how tight your loop is, depends on how far back your leg is, but you want to keep it in line with your hip at least. And then all we're doing is raising up and down, up and down. So you want to have a very light weight in this arm. You're really trying to use your entire core to keep you up. So if you were to go like this, you could actually do it without any hands because you're using your abs here. But if you're not there yet, the further you lean over, the easier this will be, especially on the abs here. So if you want to take the abs out of it, just come down here, but it means that you can raise a little bit higher. So keep that leg behind the hip line. Imagine there's a line there and you don't want it to come forward. Up and up, warming up, trying to really keep this leg moving as one unit. So your toe and your knee come up at the same time, and you're feeling this muffin top area in here squeezing, and you're really trying to get into this outer thigh, outer hip pocket here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to flex our foot, really anchor this front leg, and push to the back, back, back. As if you are pushing a door shut with your foot, and you've got your leg up a little bit above the mat. Doesn't have to be hugely high, but you want to make sure you're not kind of grazing the mat each time. This front leg is just anchored there, and you're really feeling the resistance of that loop pushing to the back. Keep breathing. Lactic acid is building up in here, but we're trying to fight it by just mind over matter and keeping oxygen in the muscle by taking deep breaths. 8, 7, 6, keep pushing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now anchor the back leg, and we're going to press against the front band there. So point your toe, and it's a bend press. So you're really trying to keep this leg slightly off the mat and just move the bottom portion of your leg. And the back leg is just anchored, and you're really feeling this front of thigh and even a bit of a glute there as you're trying to stabilize yourself. I'm really feeling this tension. Feeling it in here as well, a little bit of inner thigh. Push to the front. Breathe, a few more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're just going to pick up that leg. So keep it in that L shape and just raise it. Raise it. So the back leg is really anchored, and it's a little bit awkward. It's not a big move, but you're just trying to raise up as one unit and push against that loop. And remember your option to come down here, and that way you can kind of raise your foot a little bit higher, which means you're targeting more inner thigh, or just stay up here and keep it short. Up, up. Tummies are in. Keep everything nice and tight. A few more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just to finish, we're going to push to the back, extend to the front. So push to the back, put it down, extend. Push, extend. Push, extend. Flexed at the back, pointed at the front. Flex and point. flex, and point. All the way back, raising your legs up, slightly off the mat each time, and holding your tummy in really tight, protecting your lower back. Push and push, back and front. A few more. Let's go for 6, and front. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now we're going to put it around our thighs again, just above our knees. Lie back down onto your back, and we're going to angle our knees towards the front. Keep our chest to the ceiling, and raise that front leg, and in and out, in and out. So you need to make sure that there's enough tension on your loop that when you bring the knee in towards you, you're really feeling that pressure against the knee. And remember, chest is towards the ceiling. Try not to turn to the front, and not too much pressure on your neck. Don't pull on that neck. Just fingertips, blow out as your knee comes in. And just keep that angle as much as you can. Squeeze, squeeze. Really try and get that heat in your abs. You're working front of abs and obliques and a bit of lower abs. In, in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep your abs up if you want, otherwise you can lie all the way down. Point your toe and just pulse in with a straight leg on that angle to the front. Pulse it in and in and in, all the way. Try to get some good tension. If not, then take your bottom leg further away from your glutes, and that will increase it. Should be feeling good tension against that loop. Try to keep your chest up, shoulders off the mat. A few more like this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Now we're just going to do a few more abs and inner thighs. I want you to make a diamond shape with your feet so your legs are out, and we're just going to go out and in, trying to touch your elbows to knees and really opening out your thighs and your knees and pressing against the soles of your feet so that you're feeling some inner thigh action happening there. In. A few more like this, then we're going to leave our upper body out of it and just do lower body. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lie down, open your toes this time, and pressure on the heels, legs are out, and it's just down and up, down and up. Ah, that feels really good and really horrendous all at the same time. Up. So push against the heels and really try to separate those knees. You should be feeling inner thighs here. Little bit of outer thigh too. That's the beauty of the loop. Using multiple muscle groups at each time. Out and in, out and in. If you angle your legs down a little bit like I am, you're going to get lower abs as well. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay down here, and there's little butterflies, tiny butterflies. You've got your feet connected, and you're just pushing out, 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 out. It's tough. You're not going to be able to go far anymore. It burns. Out, 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 out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, that burned. You're done. Take that off, and we're just going to stretch it out lying on the mat. So bring your front leg in, stretching out your hamstring. That really feels good. And just bring that in and hold onto your foot and push away on your knee, and we're going to stretch our glute by just using the pressure from our hands. You should feel it down here. The more you push away on the knee, the more you should feel it. And then just grab the inside of your foot if you can and open out in a thigh stretch. That lengthening feels really good. Point and flex. And then just bring that in, and we're going to do the other side. Hamstring, just keep that straight. You can point and flex here. And then just bring that in, push away on your knee and pull the foot in towards you. That feels really nice. Then grab the inside and just pull it down using the weight of your arm to open that out. Keep it really nice and straight. And then bring that in. Now just roll up, and I want you to come down onto your belly and roll up, stretching the front of your abs. And then if you can, I want you to grab both of your feet and then breathe in through the nose, breathe out through the mouth, and push up. So you're pushing the back of your feet into your hands, and that's lifting your thighs off and stretching the front of thighs. If you can't do this, then just do one foot at a time and hold your heel in towards your glute like this. Okay? Then come down. We're going to go back into child's pose. Push your armpits to the mat, separate your knees. And then to the front and pull away. And then to the back and pull away. And a couple of cat-cows, so blow all the air out, push your spine to the ceiling. Come back down, look up. Again. And down. One more time. And down, and just sit down. We didn't do a huge amount of arm work, but all of those positions where you had one arm or two arms holding you up, that definitely still worked the shoulders and every muscle in the arm. We also did those push-up simulations with the leg raisers, so that would have gotten into your chest a bit, so let's stretch that out. Definitely lots of core work, lots of functional training, and mostly lower body burnout with that loop. That's it. Thanks so much for joining me for my Sculpt with Loop. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you at the next segment.